नमस्कार विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो. In today we will discuss how to find inverse by new method, that is adjoint method. We have used elementary row transformation, elementary column transformation to find inverse. In today's period, inverse by adjoint method is our target. Now simple formula is there to get inverse by adjoint method. So formula is like this: if A is a non-singular matrix, we know that to get inverse it should be non-singular matrix, then its inverse can be evaluated by using this formula. A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. You know that what is determinant, what is adjoint of A. This adjoint of A determinant we have discussed in 11th standard, determinant and matrix. So using this information from 11th standard, we are finding inverse of this matrix in 12th standard. So right hand side is totally discussed separately in 11th standard, determinant and adjoint, all this information we have discussed in 11th standard. So to get A inverse, we will use this formula in example first. If I consider matrix A with 4 elements, 2, -3, 5, 7, and find its inverse by adjoint method. So matrix A is given. Now if I consider this matrix in general, according to their position, the 4 elements are denoted by this A11, A12, A21, A22 according to their position. This indicates that the number 2, element 2 is in first row, first column, -3 is in first row, second column, 5 is in second row, first column, 7 is in second row, second column. So according to their position, notations are like this. The first information in formula is to find determinant of this given matrix. So determinant of matrix A is denoted by this symbol, and same element at same places. If we use in determinant symbol, then its value can be evaluated by using the product of first two minus product of second two. So this gives us 2 with 7 minus 5 with -3. So we have got 14 plus 15, that is 29. So this determinant is non-zero. So that's why this matrix is non-singular and its inverse will exist. Now to get the cofactor, as we have discussed in 11, we have got minors, and that minors are used to get values of cofactor of each element. So let Aij be the cofactor of element Aij in matrix capital A. Particularly, if I use I as a 1 and j as a 1, the cofactor will be A11. So position A11 is of 2. So we are finding cofactor of element 2. So to get its cofactor, the first subscript is a row and second subscript indicates column. We want to eliminate first row, first column from the given matrix. So eliminating first row with first column, we are having one single element, that is 7. So we have written that 7 as a value of this minor A11, -1 raised to the power of this subscripts, 1 plus 1, that is 2. When -1 is having power 2, that is even. When even power is of -1, then its output is +1. And whenever there is a odd power of -1, its output or its value will be -1. So it just decide whether it is positive, negative, negative, positive. So this power gives us positive 1, and M11, that is minor of this 2, eliminating first row, first column, we are getting that 7. So this product gives us 7. Later on, cofactor of this position A12 means -1 raised to the sum of these two numbers into the minor of same subscript, that is M12. So if I eliminate first row and second column, first row, second column, this elimination will give us single element, that is 5. -1 is having odd power, that is 3. So its value will be -1 with 5. So it is -5. third element, that is cofactor A21, can be evaluated by using eliminating second row and first column. So second row, first column elimination gives us the single element, that is -3, and -1 is having the sum of these two subscripts, that is 3. The power of -1 is odd, so it gives us the output as a -1 into -3, so it is +3. And last cofactor, that is A22, can be evaluated by using the same structure, -1 raised to the power of this addition and into M22. So this M22 means we have to eliminate second row and second column from the matrix. So second row, second column elimination will give us the single element, that is 2, and -1 is having the power even, so its output is +1 into 2, so answer is 2. So now we are having these 4 cofactors. Now we have to use this cofactor to get the value of adjoint of matrix A. So adjoint of matrix A can be evaluated, or its definition is like this: transpose of matrix of cofactor is called as a adjoint of matrix A. So if I use this cofactor according to their subscripts, so A11, A12, A21, A22 with the matrix, that is T, that is transpose, is to be taken. If I use their actual values in their position, so 5 minus 7, these are the elements of first row, and 3, 2, these are the values of A21 and A22 are in second row. Now if I take the transpose of this matrix, this is the operation on the rows. We have to convert the first row as a first column in the coming matrix. So first row element 7, 5 we have taken in first column, that is 7, 5, and second row element 3, 2 we have used in second column. So this is the process by which we get transpose of a matrix. So rows are converted into columns. So this reduces the matrix to a adjoint. So adjoint of matrix can be directly evaluated if I delete these two processes. So it gives us transpose I using first two element in first column and next two element in second column. So this is the direct method to get adjoint of A, knowing the cofactor, first two number in first column, next two number in second column. So if once we get adjoint as well as that of the determinant, the formula is requiring the same two informations. So A inverse by formula is 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. So we have A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant of A means 29, and adjoint of A is having its value as 7, 3, minus 5 and 2. So this is the process by finding inverse by adjoint method. So this is the first example of order 2. Now we will discuss example for getting inverse by adjoint method having order 3. This is simple as compared to the row and column transformation. If I use second example with the matrix capital A having 9 elements as 1, 3, minus 2, minus 3, 0, minus 5 and 2, 5, 0. So this is the matrix whose inverse is to be evaluated by using adjoint method. Now given matrix, if I consider this as a given matrix and if I consider its position wise numbers, so A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. So according to position, the 9 elements are represented by this symbol. Now to get inverse, we are requiring determinant of this matrix. So determinant of this matrix can be evaluated using same 9 elements in determinant. In 11th standard, we have solved or we have found out values of many determinants. So the expansion rule is known to you, but once again we can discuss here. So expansion can be taken along with first row starting from this 1. So taking 1 and eliminating first row and first column from this determinant, we are having these 4 elements. Their cross will be 0, minus. Next to number gives us the product as a minus 25, and this middle minus gives us plus 25. Second number from first row is attached with minus sign by formula. Eliminating the element of first row and second column, the 4 element gives us the cross as minus 3 into 0, 0. Minus by formula, and next to number gives us the product as a minus 10. With this minus gives us plus 10. Later on, this number by formula it is attached to plus, but its minus sign is there. So my plus into minus 2 into eliminating first row with third column, 4 element gives us the cross as minus 3 into 5, that is minus 15. Minus by formula, next to number gives us product as a 0. So in next step, we will have first bracket as a 25, second bracket as a 10, and third bracket as a minus 15. So product of first number, that is product will be 25, minus 30, and minus plus 30. So the next two numbers are same with opposite sign, will be cancelled, and we will have only 25 as a determinant of this matrix. So determinant is non-zero, that's why A inverse exists. Now next, after having determinant, we have to find out cofactor, that is cofactor, 9 cofactors to get the value of adjoint of a matrix. So let us call the symbol as a capital Aij. Capital Aij be the cofactor of element small aij in matrix capital A. Now we are having 9 elements in these 9 positions. So we will have 9 cofactors starting from subscript 11 with capital A letter. So A11, after this A12, A13. So keeping first subscript 1 and changing the second subscript as 1, 2, 3. Next 3 cofactor will be denoted by A21, A22, A23. Means keeping first subscript, that is number as a number of row, second, and changing the column 1, 2, and 3. And last 3 cofactor will be denoted by A31, A32, A33. Now these 9 cofactors can be obtained by using eliminating rows and columns from this given matrix. Here by escaping the process of writing -1 to the power 1 plus 1, this can be directly accepted. This -1 raised to the power I plus j indicates or gives the positive or negative value to the numbers. So if I select first one positive, I can write the sign of second by that factor as a minus. Third can be accepted positive. Fourth can be accepted with negative. Next one is positive. After that negative. This will be positive. This is negative. And last one is positive. Instead of writing all that -1 raised to the power 1 plus 1 into the cofactor, this if I write in sequence these 9 cofactors, then the value starts with plus and minus by that cofactor. So this is the positive value, and this can be obtained by eliminating first row and first column from this matrix. So eliminating first row, first column, we will have these 4 elements. Their cross will be first two number gives us 0 and minus by formula. Next two number gives us -25 and this middle minus will give us +25. So this addition gives us 25. Now same row with next column, eliminating first row with second column. Now the 4 element we will have -3, -5, 2 and 0. Their cross will be like this. Their cross will be 0 minus by formula, and next two number gives us the cross as a product as a -10. This minus will give us +10. So bracket is +10. Its minus is attached with that factor. So this will give us -10. Later on, this cofactor is the cofactor of position 1, 3. So eliminating first row with third column, we will have these 4 elements. Their cross will be -3 into 5, that is -15, minus by formula, and the next two number gives us the product as a 0. So this bracket is -50. Now select the row number second with column number first. So eliminate row number second with column number first. We will have these 4 elements, and the cross of first number is 0 minus cross of product of remaining two number is -10 with this minus +10. So this 10 with minus sign is -10. Later on सेकंड रो सेकंड कॉलम को एलिमिनेट करना है. सेकंड रो सेकंड कॉलम को एलिमिनेट करेंगे तो ये 4 एलिमेंट आपको मिलते हैं. तो उनका क्रॉस ये पहले दोनों का आता है 0, नेक्स्ट 2 नंबर का आता है -4 और ये माइनस के साथ +4. तो वैल्यू आपको +4 मिलती है. उसके बाद में आपका टारगेट है दूसरे रो को तीसरे कॉलम के साथ एलिमिनेट करना है. सो सेकंड रो विथ थर्ड कॉलम uses remaining 4 element 1, 3, 2, 5. Their cross is 5. The cross is 5 minus by formula and 6. So the difference is -1, and this minus it will give us +1. Later on, next 3 cofactors are evaluated by eliminating third row starting from first column. So remaining 4 elements are like this. Their cross will be the product of 3 and -5, that is -15 minus by formula, and next two number gives us the product as a 0. So this bracket is -15. थर्ड रो सेकंड कॉलम के साथ अगर एलिमिनेट करते हैं तो रिमेनिंग 4 एलिमेंट आपको मिलते हैं 1 -5 के साथ, -5 माइनस बाय फॉर्मूला, -3 -2 के साथ प्रोडक्ट में लेते हैं तो +6 और ये ब्रैकेट के अंदर एडिशन है उनकी -11 और बाहर एक माइनस है, तो ये आपको +11 मिलेगा। उसके बाद में लास्ट वाला है तीसरा रो और तीसरा कॉलम अगर एलिमिनेट करते हैं तो आपको ये 4 एलिमेंट मिलते हैं, उनका क्रॉस पहले दोनों का आता है 1, सॉरी पहले दोनों का आता है 0 और माइनस बीच में होगा, नेक्स्ट टू नंबर का आता है 9, ये माइनस के साथ +9, so this gives us +9. Now after having 9 cofactors, adjoint matrix can be evaluated directly. Instead of writing matrix cofactor, after that its transpose, this process can be eliminated and we can write directly the matrix of this that is adjoint matrix by selecting first 3 elements, 25, -10, -20, -15 in first column. So reserving first 3 numbers in first column.
Next 3 numbers means -10, 4 and 1, -10, 4 and 1 in second column, and last 3 numbers, that is cofactor, in last column, third column, so -15, 11, 9.
So instead of writing matrix of cofactor and then its transpose, adjoint matrix can be evaluated by using this 9 cofactor, taking first 3 numbers in first column, next middle 3 numbers in second column, and last 3 numbers in third column. So if we get adjoint of that matrix A, then using this formula, that is A inverse can be evaluated by using this formula, 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. So this inverse of A is nothing but 1 upon determinant of A. Determinant of A is 25 and the adjoint of matrix A, we have got it as 25 -10 -15 -10 4 11 -15 1 9. So instead of taking operations on rows and columns, this is the simple method which requires determinant and adjoint of the matrix. So we have taken definition, later on the example containing 4 elements, that is to find inverse of order 2 as well as to find inverse of order 3 matrix. So these are the concept for getting the inverse by adjoint method.